All right, here we are, our 2002 Premier 250 Grand Majestic pontoon boat for sale here on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. This one is rated for 14. It's powered by a 115 horsepower 4-stroke Mercury outboard motor. There's no hour meter on that engine. And this has been on Norris for some time. This is about a 25-foot long, 8.5-foot beam pontoon boat. We're here for our video walkthrough tour. And as always, we remind you to visit our website, www.yournewboat.com, to find the current asking price and the full list of features, specifications, etc. on this one. So I just walked through port side entry gate. We've got 3 entry gates. I believe that one's the largest. The other one up in the bow, and a third back there near the swim platform. We do have the roto molded sided seat bases, simply meaning there's basically no wood in these seats. They're plastic bases. This is some integrated fender storage, and then otherwise these are all on a hinge. You kind of lift them up by the bottom, give a little pull, and there's your storage compartment there. All of the seats do that. We got 2 removable cup holders. That basically means this armrest right here is not anchored down. You can move this wherever you're sitting. You can take that with you. There are 8 total cup holders on this one. There's your second removable one there. Your driver console also has a integrated waste bin right here, and 4 cup holders around it. Some storage underneath. That's where we do have a little aftermarket mooring cover. Got the extra wide captain's chair. It's going to give you room for a companion sitting alongside of you. And then here at your driver's seat, we do have a tilt steering wheel with grain accents. Do want to point out our shift throttle here, our throttle and shifter. It's had a little bit of a repair done. It's still functional. Usually you're going to want to grab this near the bottom of that handle, kind of close to where that repair is made, rather than up here at the top, just to save some stress on that. But it all is still fully functional. Here at your helm, we've got a 2 cluster gauges. That means there's more than one instrument in each gauge. This one's got fuel and speedometer. This one's got battery volts and tachometer. Your engine drive trim's located here. We've got a compass just forward of the helm. A little integrated clock here. Now this Hawkeye depth finder is no longer working. We do have a 12-volt power outlet. And then here's your other switches. You got a horn, your navigation, an anchor light, radio, docking lights, and some courtesy lights. This is a newer. The brand is Dual. It's a dual marine stereo. This is an AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB auxiliary input stereo. And we've got 4 speakers here integrated in, and this also has a little shield right here. It's going to cover that, protect that stereo from the harsh environments. There's that 14 capacity plate. And moving on around, here's your L-shaped lounge chair here in the back. You've got 2 of those 4 speakers back here, and your other 2 up here underneath your bow lounge seats. Underneath this seat back, we have another integrated waste bin. And again, this cup holder is removable. You can just move that to anywhere you happen to be sitting. 2 more of those 8 cup holders right there behind that L-shaped lounge seat. And then right here we've got a large sun pad that also houses our pop-up changing room with a privacy curtain. You can add a porta potty in here, and sometimes you're able to extend your time out on the water. Batteries back here as well. It's got a cover for it. It's just off right now. That's a 2021 battery. Got some life left in that. And some storage holders up here inside your privacy curtain. You can see you've even got some screens there. And we'll just lower right like that. So here's your third gate. Premier marks their gates to remind you to lift near the hinges, and that way they'll slide open easier. And here you can see some of that carpeting is just getting a little worn right here near your swim step. And that is a 4-step swim boarding ladder. And here's that Mercury 4-stroke electronic fuel injected, 115 horsepower, 4-stroke outboard motor. See that 115 decal, and it's just a little bit faded back there. And then you've also got this hatch that's going to lift up, give you some more room. Oh, here's that 115 up here on the front. So again, 4-stroke, fuel injected, outboard. And under this last area here, which way this, there it goes. That's your fuel tank right here. That's a 30-gallon capacity fuel tank. So I did show the carpet to you. Also I should point out those are 25-inch diameter pontoons. And then we do have some little bit of wear in this carpeting, kind of throughout the boat. Most significant is right up here in the bow area. You got a few pieces peeling up, and then right back there where I just showed you near that swim boarding ladder. Now the seats for the most part are all still in good condition, with the exception of some mold and mildew stains along that back edge. I think there was only a few rip or tear marks, this being one of them right in here. Actually not quite torn all the way through. And everything else up here in the bow appears to be in good order from a final standpoint. I believe there was one other area right where I moved that couple other two. Right here we've got a little mark right here in this L shape. Another one just right here on the back end of that pop-up changing room. A few little stain marks here and there. And there's one more little rip in this is the arm of your double captain seat. Otherwise, all the stitching seems to be in good order. I've got storage underneath that driver's seat. And then we've got somewhere in this Bimini top. It's really about due for a new Bimini top here. This is a larger Bimini top Premier puts on here. They refer to this as the buggy style Bimini top, just meaning your canvas goes along the sides down to the pontoon. Two little rips right in there. You see kind of some other thin spots and other rips along the way. That area's been patched up here near this support. Another tear kind of in the process there. And not sure if I showed you these yet or not. There's that area. All right, let me step outside the boat. I'll go over some wear and tear on the exterior. Most of it's back here near this port side rear corner. Again, here's your fuel fill. No little mark in that's kind of the pad of that upholstery there. This rear cleat has been pulled off, and then a little bit of damage to your rub rail and some scratches and dents in this aluminum siding back here on this back third of the boat. And it pretty much stops there. A little bit of wear in your decaling. Everything else is in good order. Little marks in that decaling here. And this is where that rub rail has kind of been pulled to the back. So you got a little bit of wear there, and on your front pontoon, a few little marks where it's maybe hit a dock along the way, but all seems to be in good shape structurally. There's those docking lights. Got an anchor up here on the front. A little bit of wear on that rub rail, and a few marks in that decal in there, but the other side is in pretty good shape. So it's going to start to wrap things up here for this one today. Again, this is the 2002 Premier 250 Grand Majestic, powered by that Mercury 4-stroke electronic fuel injected outboard motor here on Norris Lake, Tennessee. This slip is transferable. Actually, I think it's paid up a little bit through the remainder of this season. You have the option of renewing it or taking it somewhere else. No trailers included. We do have options to have our boats transported to you if you're anywhere in a couple hours in Norris Lake, and then we can also put you in touch with nationwide transporters as well if you're looking to take this farther. So one last time, that website's www.yournewboat.com. If you take the time to open up a new tab or window and type that in, this is very easy to find. Once you do make it over our website, you'll see the orange letter in there when it first loads. Click the Find Your New Boat button. It's going to show you all of our inventory and order price, and all you got to do is scroll down to get to the 2002 250 Grand Majestic, or 2002 Premier 250 Grand Majestic. This one's made by Premier Marine. And then you also see the yournewboat.com logo popping up in the top right hand corner of the screen. That's just a shortcut to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. That is a great way to catch new inventory as it comes available in our area. You never know what we'll be listing next. And I thank you again for joining us. When you do reach out to us, to contact us if you have serious questions, you can reach us by text, by phone, or by email. But we do ask, if you call and get our voicemail, make sure you leave a detailed message. Let me know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have. We're often without cell phone reception. Oftentimes, if you don't leave a message, we will not know that you called. Thank you again for joining us.